All of you, welcome back to yet another project video. In this project, you're going to build your first ever, the most advanced ICO DApp with multiple payment options. So user can buy your token using SOL, USDT and USDC. We'll have a dedicated dashboard for the user and the admin to control the entire smart contract and call all the relevant function. User can simply refer user, they can stake their token to earn the reward into this particular smart contract. So let me give you a complete walkthrough that what are the feature and functionality we'll have for the user, how the user can stake the token, get the reward, buy the stable coin. With that said, let me give you a complete walkthrough of the entire project. When the user will come back to our ICO DApp, this is what exactly they will find from top to bottom, where we are providing every single details about the project and all the models. So the very first section we have is the top notification bar, where we are providing the details about the project, and currently the pre-sale is active. The second section we have is our mega menu navigation section. We have the logo, we have the titles, and we have the mega menu. So you can simply over it and you can able to provide all the details about the project. You can simply add the link and user will be redirected to that particular location. You can come back to the resources section, then you can able to provide all the details about your project. You can click on the explorer or you can click on the about it section. You can add all the links. Here we have the light and dark mode, so you can simply turn to dark, turn to light. Here we have the profile section, so once you will connect your wallet, you can click here and you can go back to the dashboard, and then you can able to control and perform all the other transaction. You can see your wallet and you can able to disconnect your wallet and you can able to connect your wallet. Let's click and you are connected. So that's our mega menu section. The next section we have is our hero section, where we are providing the details about the project. So on the left hand side, you will find the details about the token. This is multi-currency MC, I call it, but you can put your details. You will find some other details. On the right hand side, we are displaying the entire stats about the contract, and currently the pre-sale is going on. So you will find that we are on the first stage of MC token pre-sale. You can see what is the current price, what is the next stage price, and how many token we have sold. So this progress bar is dynamic. You can see the total fund we have raised and the total percentage of token we have sold. You can see the price in dollars. So MC is equal to $0.01, but you can set any pricing for your token. And here user will have this three payment option. So user can buy the token with the SOL, they can buy with USDT, they can buy with USDC. So they can simply give the quantity, give the amount, and they can buy the token and click on this buy button. And we also have a referral model, so user can click here and they can get their own referral ID, which they can copy and they can share with their users, and when they will use your referral ID, you're going to earn commission. So here we have some important information. I'll give you the complete walkthrough and perform all the transaction together. Just wait. So that's what we have in our hero section. Let's come back to the next component we have is the project details. So here we are displaying the details about the project. We have this multi-currency, we have the description, and we have a video where we are displaying the details about our project. So user can click and they can watch the video very easily. So I'll simply close this one. That's the second section. The third section we have where we are displaying all the details about the project. You can customize and provide as per your project details. I have given this dummy details, but you can simply customize and put your details. So this is the proof of intelligence, artificial intelligence, virtual machine. And here we are displaying couple of brand partner. You can customize and add your brand collaborators. That's what you can highlight here. If you come back to the next section, we are providing all the details about this particular token and what are the features we are trying to provide with this particular token. So you will find the transforming blockchain, and here we have the feature which we are highlighting: pool consensus, artificial intelligence framework, meme coin launchpad, decentralized governance integration. That's all we have. Let's come back to the next one, which is the roadmap, and we have this beautiful section where we are displaying that in which stage we are on. So we have the development protocol, we have the test rollout, we have the mainnet, but you can customize and put the way you want to display details about your project. So that's we have the roadmap. Now let's go back to the next one, which is the token distribution. That what distribution you have allotted for your token. So here you will find that I have designed this particular image, but you can design and you can put your image right up here. So staking, we have pre-sale, we have liquidity, we have the marketing, we have the team, we have the treasury, but you can easily able to customize that. Now if you come back here, this is the contract address of our pre-sale, in which all the transaction, all the data, all the models we have. So user can able to perform and track down the entire contract. So that's what we have. We have the total supply, we have the vesting schedule, we have the utility. That's all the model we have. Let's go back to the next section. We have the video. So obviously you're going to promote your project and you're going to collaborate with the different providers, different creators. So you can allow them to create a video about your project and you can attach them. In that way you can create hype. So we have this video section. So user can click and they can watch your video about the project. So they can click and they can watch the video which you have uploaded to YouTube. So I'll simply close this one, and that's what we have the video section. Now let's come back to the next one where we have the FAQ section where we are displaying all the details about the project. So user can simply toggle and they can read the information about the project and what are the things you are providing in this particular project. So let's come back to the next one where we are displaying the details and the distribution model of the token, but you can simply customize and add your details, whatever your feature you want to provide through your token. Let's go back to the next one. We have the review section. So you can simply take the review from the user and that's what you can highlight. So user can simply click and they can go back to the different section. And the last one we have is the footer section where we're displaying all of these details. So we have the name, we have the description, we have the social media icons. User can send their emails. You can have this link. So you can attach your link and redirect the user. And we have the footer section, which is the copyright and all of these details. So this is the entire landing page where user can simply perform all the transaction. Now let's try to buy the token using SOL, USDT and USDC, which user can do right from here. So I want to buy the token first with SOL, and you can see this is the pricing I have set. So 1 SOL is going to give me this much token, but you can go with below. So I want to give, let's say, 0.1 and I will get 100 token. I'll simply click on this and this fund will go straight away to the admin of the contract who deployed. So I'll click on this buy with SOL and it's going to process the transaction. It's going to open my Phantom wallet and I have to confirm the transaction. So I'm doing all of this transaction on the Devnet and I have deployed the contract on the Devnet. So you can see I'm getting this warning. Simply ignore that because on the Devnet we don't have the stimulation. So I'll simply click on this confirm and the transaction is in the process. Soon the transaction will be complete and we got the notification that we have bought the token successfully. If I want to buy the token using USDT, I can simply select and I can give the token and I can buy it. So if I select 1 USDT and this is the ratio I have set. So if someone will give me $1, he will get 20 token. So I want to buy, let's say I want to give $5 and I will get 100 token. I'll click on this buy with USDT and you can see the transaction is processing. I have to simply confirm my Phantom wallet, click on this confirm and the transaction is processed. Once the transaction will complete and you will find that we have bought the token. Right now I'm performing all the transaction with the admin account. So when I'm buying the token, the fund is coming back to the same wallet. That's why you can't see any changes. But when I will show you buying process with different account, you will see the fund will changed. Now if I want to buy with USDC, I can do that. For example, I want to give 3 USDC, I'll get 60 token and I can click on this buy with USDC. I'll click on this buy with USDC and we are performing the transaction. So let's click here and let's click on this confirm. And here you will find the transaction is in the process and we have bought the token. So that's how user will buy the token using SOL, USDT and USDC. You can see this progress bar is dynamic. It's going up. This fund is going out. Every single thing is dynamic. So that's how user can buy the token right from the home page. Now let me take you to the dashboard section and let's explore all the feature and functionality we have included for the user. And we have staking, we have referral, we have StableCoin Purchased. Let's explore all of those features. So I'll click here. So here we are on the dashboard section and the dashboard is divided in 2 parts. On the left hand side, we have the sidebar where we have all of these different tabs which we can click and we can go back to the different section. And we have the main body section where we're going to display the exact component which we want to interact with. So right now you can see when you will come back to the dashboard, it will open the dashboard section. The next one we have is the user dashboard. We have the token documentation, token sell, staking, stablecoin purchase, transaction, transfer token, contact us, and I'm connected with the admin account. So that's why this option is visible, like admin functions and withdraw tokens which I can withdraw from the contract. So let's start with dashboard. So you will come back here and here you will find the overall stats about the smart contract. So you will find that we have this banner in which we are doing the promotion. You can simply close this one. It will work absolutely fine. And we have this dashboard header section. We have the dashboard title and we have this different links which we are providing, which you can add your own link and you can redirect the user. Now we have the overall stats. So here we are displaying that how many token you have bought it from this particular ICO, and here you will find that how many token you have stake into this contract. So we have the staking feature as well. This is the name of the token, this is the address of the contract where we are performing all the transaction, and here you will find all the token available in the contract which we have provided as a staking and the pre-sale. So that's the overall stat. You can click on this menu and you can go back to the different component, and here you will find all the transaction which you have performed from this particular account. So recently I bought 60 token using USDC, I got it. I bought 100 token using USDT, that's what I got it. Here I bought with SOL. That's all the purchase which you have made. That's all the history which you will find right up here. So this is the overall stats about your transaction and the contract details. Now come back to the user dashboard. So if I click here you will have all the details which you can able to find about your wallet and the transaction which you have performed. So we have the banner, it will open automatically. We have the header section, you can copy your wallet address, and here we have different tabs. On the overview section, you can able to find the token balance which you have in your wallet. You will find your SOL balance, you will find that how many token you have purchased, and you will find that how many token you have got as a reward, and you have stake in the staking contract. So that's what you will find here. Now here you will find all the transaction which you have performed recently. So recently I bought this token using USDC. You will find the details about the recent 5 transaction, and here you will have your referral link. So you can simply share this referral link with your users, and when they will buy the token using your referral link, you're going to earn 5% commission. So that's the overview. Now if you come back to the assets, here you will find the balance of the assets which you have in your wallet. So this is the token which we have as a pre-sale, and I have this much balance. If I show you the SOL balance, this is the SOL balance, this is the USDC balance, and this is the USDC balance in the asset field. Now if you come back to the transaction, here you will have more details about the transaction which you have performed. So you will find the recent purchases I have made on the date, the quantity, and the wallet address, and the status completed. When you will unstake the token, you will have the status. When you will stake, you will have that. So all the transaction which you're going to perform, that's going to reflect here under the transaction in user dashboard. Now if you come back to the referral section, there you will find all the details about the referrals which you have performed. So currently you have referred 2 users and you have earned 26 token as a commission. Currently we have 10% as a referral commission, but you as an admin have the control to change this referral commission. And here you have this particular address which you have used as a referral. So when you will buy, this address is going to receive the commission. And here you have your referral, so you can simply copy and you can share. So that's what you have in your dashboard. I hope you have understood the overall details. Now come back to the token details, and here you have to provide all the details about your token, about your project, and all the things which you have done. So you will find the overall, you can customize and you have to put your details based on your token project. You can come back to tokenomic, you can display the distribution of the token which you have. If you come back to the roadmap, you can highlight the roadmap of your project. You can come back to buy. So first they will create their wallet, get some SOL, connect with the wallet, and purchase the token. So very straightforward process we have highlighted here. If you go back to the security, here you can able to highlight all the security measure you have taken. You can also display the details about the security company or any external tools which you have included for security optimization. That's all you can optimize and explain in detail. So that's what we have in the token details. Now come back to the next stage we have is token sell, and from here user can able to buy the token. So they can buy from the home page or they can buy from the dashboard as well. So this section is divided in 2 parts. On the left hand side we have the information about the token like name, symbol, total supply of the token. You can see how many token we have, token for the ICO supply, how many token we have sold in percentage, and this progress bar is active. This is the current stage price, this is the next stage price, this much money we have rose, this much token we have sold, and this is the token left in the contract. If you want to do the proper calculation, you can click here and you will have this calculator where you can simply select that what amount you will give and how much token you will get. You can do that with the USDT or you can do with the USDC. You can literally set any price to your token for USDT and USDC. So that's what we have. Now here you will have the option to buy the token. So you can buy with SOL, you can buy with USDT, you can buy with USDC. And when you will buy, you're going to see the recent transaction which you have performed. So this is the recent transaction we have performed. We have bought the token from the home page. So if I want to buy the token, I can see the conversion rate. So if I give 1 SOL, I'll get this much token. So for example, I want to just say I want to give 0.01 SOL and I will get 10 token. So to continue with the transaction, I can click on this buy with SOL, and here the transaction is happening. All I have to do is to simply confirm the transaction and I will have the token in my wallet. So click on this confirm and the transaction in the process, and here we have bought the token successfully. This data will update automatically. We have bought 10 token. If you want to buy with USDT, you can do that very easily. This is the conversion rate you will find. 1 USDT is equal to 20 MC token, but you can set any range. So I want to give, let's say 3, or I can give, let's say 32, and I will get this much token. Click on this buy with USDT and here the transaction is happening. Click on this, I click on confirm, and here I'm going to buy the token, and here we have bought it successfully. You can able to see the details about the token which you have purchased, and this progress bar went up. In the same way, I can buy with USDC, so I'll give 1 and I will get 20 token. Let's click on this buy, and here you will find the transaction which you have performed. Let's click on this confirm, and here the transaction is happening and you have bought the token successfully, and the data is got updated right up here. We got it 20 token. If you come back to your dashboard, you will find that data is also got activated here. We have bought the token. If you go back to the transaction history, then you will find the recent purchase you have made. If you go back to the dashboard, here you will find also the transaction got updated. So that's how you can able to buy the token right from here with any one of this payment option. Now let's come back to the staking. Click here, and here you will find the entire staking contract feature where we are displaying all the details about the contract and how many token is there in the contract for staking. So you will find your overall stats. So it's divided in 2 parts. On the left hand side, we have the details about the staking. So this is the token which is allowed for staking. Currently, we are providing 50% return on staking, but you can decide any percentage of return which you want to provide. Currently, total stake we have in the contract is this, and this is the minimum stake which you have to provide. If you come back to your staking overview, so currently my balance is this much token, and I have staked almost 900 token in this contract, and total stake I have done is 5, and this is the percentage ratio of reward we are providing. So if user will stake for 30 days, they will get 15%, for 90 days 22.5%, 180 days 30%, and 365 45%. So you have to decide what percent you want to provide. Got it? Now if you come back here on the right hand side, you will find we have this 2 tab. We have the stake and we have your stake. So if you click here in your stake, you can able to find all the stakes you have done and how many token you have staked, what are the percentage ratio you have picked, and what are the days. So if you want to withdraw before completing the staking period, you can simply withdraw, but you have to pay 5% penalty. And when you will withdraw the token, you have earned some of the reward. So you're going to withdraw the reward, but you're going to pay the penalty as well. So that's what we have here. You can come back to the stake and you can simply stake your token. So this is my balance, and I want to stake, let's say 200 token, because the minimum I have to stake is 100, but you can set any minimum quantity. And I want to stake for 180. You can go with 90, any date you can pick. And this is the estimated reward I will get if I stake my token for 90 days. And this is the percentage ratio I will get. You can also calculate this much I will get. If I stake for 1 year, I'll get 90 extra token. So I'll simply click on this stake for 1 year and click on process, and here the transaction is happening. Let's click on this, click on confirm, and the transaction in the process. And finally, we have done the stake. If I want to do the stake for 90 days, I can give this 90. I can give the quantity, let's say 300 token I want to update, and I can click on this stake and the transaction in the process. Click here and click on this confirm, and the transaction is happening. And we have staked the token successfully. You can see all the stats got updated. If you come back to your stake, here you will find the recent stake you have done. So you will got it 30%. We have done it for 180 days. We have this 45 for 300 days, and here you will find all the stakes which I have done. So every single thing is working fine. I hope you have understood that how user will stake the token and how you can able to see all your stats. You will find that total value lock in the staking and how many user have stake in this particular contract and total reward you have distributed and you have received. That's all you will find. So that's how user will stake the token and they can claim the token back to their wallet address. So right now you will see that I have this much token available which I have stake in this contract. If I want to withdraw the token, I can do that very easily. So I'll go to withdraw this one 300 token and this will go to 11. So I'll click on this unstake early and I have to pay 5% penalty on this. So I'll simply click it, click on this confirm, and the transaction is happening. Just wait. Let's click on this, click on confirm, and soon the transaction will complete. And we have successfully withdrawn the token and this went down and we have paid the 5% penalty on it. If you want to withdraw like this one for 90 days, I can do that. I'll simply click here and click on this confirm. And here we are waiting. Let's click on this confirm. And once we get the confirmation, you can will successfully withdraw the token. So we have withdraw the token successfully. Now it's went down to 90. So that's how user can withdraw the token. You can see this will also go up, because when the user will unstake, before we have to provide the commission they have received during that particular period. So that's why the reward calculation is happening, and we are simply sending the reward, but we are charging the penalty as well. So that's how the user will stake the token, and they can get the penalty if they try to unstake early. So that's how the staking will work. Now let's come back to the next feature we have is StableCoin Purchase. So I'll simply click here, and here you will find all the transaction which I have performed in the StableCoin Purchase. So you can also allow user to buy the stablecoin using your platform. So you will find that currently this is the section divided in two parts. We have on the left hand side where we are allowing user to put the quantity and buy the stablecoin, and here you will find the entire conversion rate. So if user wants to give 1 SOL, they will get 1000 stablecoin, and the same we have for the USDC. But you can set any price to your stablecoin. I know this price is high, but you can set any price to your stablecoin. Right now you will see the stablecoins are available in our contract, so user can buy this much supply they have. So we have 645 for USDT and 655 for USDC. This is the available supply. So if you as an admin want to allow user to buy, you can fund with more token so user can purchase it. And here you will find the recent transaction which you have done, and you have bought the stablecoin. So you can see I gave 0.01 and I got 10 USDT. We are also displaying the history of recent purchase of stablecoin which you have done. Now let's try to perform a couple of actions. So right now you can see that this is my SOL balance of my wallet, and this is the conversion rate. So if I want to, let's say, buy USDT, I can give my quantity, and let's go with 10, or I can go with 100. There's no problem in that. So what I will do, I'll simply click on this buy, and it's going to process the transaction. I come back here, click on this confirm, and the transaction is happening. And finally the transaction is completed, and we have bought the token. If you see, you will have the data is reflecting that you have bought the token. It's there. In the same way, you can buy with USDC. So if I want to buy, let's say I want to buy 100, so I can give the quantity, and I can click on this buy, and I'm going to buy the USDC. So let's click on this confirm, and the transaction is happening, and we have bought the token successfully, and this will update soon. Here we got the update. So that's how user can buy the token, whether it's USDT or USDC. So if I want to buy one more time the USDC, I can simply do that very easily, and I will get the token, and I will pay the fund. So let's click on this, let's click on confirm, and here the transaction is going to be completed, and the stats, the history is going to be updated here. So that's how user can buy the stablecoin. Got it? Now let's come back to the transaction history, and then you can able to see all the transaction which you have performed. So recently we have bought the token. That's all the data we are displaying. All the data we have bought with USDC, we have bought with USDT, we have bought with SOL. All the transaction which we have done for buying the token, that's all we are displaying here. Now let's come back to the next feature we have is called token transfer. So user can use your platform to transfer the token to any wallet. So for example, if you want to transfer USDT or USDC to a particular wallet, you can do that. I already done the transfer, and you can see the history of the transfer which I have done. So what I will do, I'm going to transfer the token to a particular wallet address, which is this. So I'll come back here, I'll go back to my phantom wallet, and I'm going to transfer to account number 1. So I'll simply copy that one, and I have to give the address. I given my address, and I have to select the quantity which I want to transfer. So I'll go with 50 because I have enough supply. Click on this transfer token, and here the transaction is happening. Soon the transaction will complete, and the token would be transferred. So just wait. It's processing our request. It's going to open the phantom wallet, and we have to confirm the transaction. Let's click on this and click on this confirm, and you will find the transaction is completed, and here it will be updated. So you can come back to the next here, and you can see this is got updated, and you have transferred the token successfully. In the same way, if I want to transfer USDC, this time I can give the address, and I can confirm the transaction. Let's transfer, let's say 23 token. Click on this transfer, and here the transaction is happening. Here we got it. Phantom wallet, click here, click on confirm, and the transaction is processed, and we have done the transfer of the token. You can click here, and you can see this will be updated successfully. In the same way, if you want to transfer the token or any other token, you can do that. So I'll simply click here, and I'm going to transfer the token which we are selling through this ICO to this particular void address. So I'll simply paste the address. Now I have to give the token. So I'll simply come back to my wallet. I'll go back. This is the ICO token which we are selling. I'll simply copy the address, and that's what I'm going to transfer. So I'll simply come back here. I'll go to give the address, and it will fetch the balance of the token which I have. So I have enough token in my wallet, and I want to simply do the transfer. So let's transfer 34. I'll click on this transfer token, and here you can see the transaction is happening. Click here, click on the confirm, and soon the transaction is going to be complete, and we got it. Now you can click here and it's going to simply update the transfer of the transaction you have done. So we got that. So we have done the transfer of 34 token to the account number 1. So that's how user can use to transfer the token and stablecoin. So that's the token transfer component. Now the next one we have is the contact us, and this one is very important because you need to have a feature where user can contact you. So I can simply give the name. I'll say the blockchain coder, and I can say the blockchain code. If you have any question in doubt, make sure to leave a email right up here. I'll say Solana Multi-Currency ICO DApp, and you can give all the details. So I'll simply copy this particular text and paste here, and I can simply send the message, and I will receive the message right up in my phone. So here I got the message. You can also add your external links for social media platform. You can provide your contact details or email ID if you want, or you can simply remove it. There's no problem in that. So this is all the normal tab which would be open for the user, but I'm connected with the admin account, so I will have the access of the admin feature as well. So I can simply come back to the admin section, and here I will have the stats of the entire smart contract. So you can see we have a couple of tabs like overview, price ratio, token balance, and transaction. So here you can able to find the details. So this is the token sell. You can see the address of the token which we are selling, how many token we have sold. This is the address of the USDT and USDC. You will find the overall stacks about the smart contract. So this is the token. So total token we have sold is this. Total token stake in the contract is this. This much token we have withdraw from the contract. You will find the total transaction, and here you will find the contract balance. So you can see we have the MC balance, we have the SOL, and we have the USDC balance, and we have the USDC balance. So you will find the overall stats about the contract. Now you can come back to the price and ratio, and here you can able to see the rise of price which you have set. So this is the token price which I have set, but you can update that. This is the stable coin price which I have set, but you can update that. Sorry for this, I'm going to update this to SOL and this one as well. And you can see the stable coin ratio which you have set. So this one is 1 is going to be 20, but you can set to 40, 50, 100. It's totally up to you. So this is the price and ratio. Now we come back to the token balance, and you can able to see that how many token we have available in the contract. So this is our token which we are selling. This is the USDT and USDC. You can see the supply, you can see the balance, and you can see the addresses of each one of the token. Now come back to the transaction, and here you can able to monitor all the transaction which is happening. So you can see all the transaction which user have performed. That's all you can able to see right from here as an admin. So that's what we have. Now let's come back to the next section, which is admin function, and this one is really very important. We have to understand, and from here you can able to control the entire smart contract. So by default you will come back to the initialize, and you can see the contract is initialized. So when you will deploy the contract, the very first function you have to call is initialize, and you have to deposit some token into the contract, which I will show you how you have to do the setup when you're going to execute the final source code. And here you will find all the details like the token address which you are selling, the price which you have set, the 2 token of stablecoin, the price of stablecoin. You can see how many token we have sold, how many token we have staked, how many user we have who stake the token, and the total reward distribution we have done. You can able to find the percentage of rate we are providing as a referral. You can see the minimum stake. You can see the referral reward we are providing is 10%, but you can simply control this. So that's what we have in the initialize. Now come back to the fund vault, and this function will allow you to deposit more token into the ICO contract so user can keep buying it. So you can see the total token you have sold, total token we have stake, and this is the price. So if you want to fund the contract with more token, you can do that. So all you have to do is to simply give the quantity, and I will go with 100. I want to deposit 100 token, 1000. It's up to you that how many token you want to deposit. So I'll click on this deposit token, and here it's going to perform the transaction. So all I have to do is to simply confirm the transaction, and soon I will get the confirmation from the exchange, and we have deposited the 100 token into this contract. So that's how you can deposit more token into the contract. Now come back to the deposit stable coin. So if I click here, you can see that how many token we have available in the contract for stable coin, both for USDT and USDC in the contract. So user can buy the stable coin, you can do that. So I'll want to fund, let's say 15 more. So this will become 650. So I'll click on this deposit USDC, and it's going to perform the transaction. Let's click here, let's click on this confirm, and here the transaction is completed and we have done the deposit, and soon is going to reflect the balance. You can see we got that 650 token is deposit. In the same way I can deposit for USDC as well. So let's make this as 550. So I want to deposit 515 token into this, or I can deposit, let's say 5 token, because I want to make it 550. Now I can click on this deposit and click on this and confirm the transaction, and here the transaction is completed and we have done the deposit of the token in the contract and it's got updated. So that's how you can able to deposit the stable coin, and from here you can able to deposit your token which we are selling through the ICO. Now come back to the next one, we have the price setup. So right now you can see the price we have set for token and the stable coin. So if you want to change the price of the token, you can do that. So this is the current price we have for per token, but I want to change to something like 0.1. So this is the price I want to set as a new token, and I can click on this update token price. The moment I will click, it's going to update the token price and it will be changed throughout the entire application, and when the user will try to buy, they have to pay according to the new price. So here we got this update, the transaction is successful and we have updated the price. We have changed the price successfully and we got the confirmation and the price is got updated, and every single thing is got updated. In the same way, if you want to raise the price of the stablecoin, you can do that. So I'm going to bring the stablecoin price to the exactly the same. I'll come back here and I'm going to give this, and this one is for the stablecoin per. I'll click on this update stablecoin, and here I'm going to perform the transaction, and this price would be set for both the token USDC and USDT. So the price is set for both the token, both stablecoin, and here you can see we got the update. So that's how you can be able to change the pricing. If you come back to the stablecoin, you will see the exchange rate got changed. So earlier it was 1000 and now it's 100 because we have changed the price. If you go back to the token sell, here you will see the conversion rate is also changed. So right now it's 100. Earlier it was 1000. So if user will give 1 SOL, they will get 100 token. So it's working absolutely fine and reflecting in all the places. We're going to perform the transaction as well. Let's come back to the admin function first. So that's how you can able to control the pricing of the token right from here. Now come back to the stable coin. So if you click here, from here you have to initialize ratio of the stable coin. So right now you can see that I have set the ratio of 20 token for one stable coin, but you can play around with this and you can change the ratio. So I can come back to my wallet and I can get the address of the 2 tokens. So this is the USDT. I'll simply come back here and let's get the address. So I'll simply copy that one, and what I will do is I want to change the ratio. So instead of 20 I want to provide 30. I can do that. So this one is USDT. I'll simply paste, and I want to provide 30 token for 1 USDT, and I can click on this update, and it's going to update the stable coin ratio. So let's click on this, click on confirm, and the transaction is happening. Soon we'll get the confirmation and you will find the pricing of the stable coin is got updated. Now user will get 30 token if they give 1 stable coin. In the same way you can update it for USDT. So I will come back here, I'll go with this USDC and I will copy the address, come back here, and I have to update the USDC. So simply paste here address and I have to give 30, or you can give any quantity which you want to define. So click on this update, and here the transaction is happening. Let's click here, let's click on this confirm, and soon we'll get the confirmation, and here we have updated the pricing of the stable coin and it will be reflecting here soon. The transaction confirmation, we got it. So that's how you can set the ratio for the stable coin. Got it? Now let's come back to the next one we have is the staking control, and from here you can able to control the entire staking feature we have in the contract. So you will find the total stake user have done with 2 different addresses, and here you will find the current percentage reward we are providing. So if you want to bring it down to, let's say 12%, which is the average and industry standard, you can bring it down. So I'll click on this update and click on this, click on confirm, and here the transaction is happening. Soon the transaction will complete and this will be updated. Now the user will get return on 12%. If you want to update this minimum stake, you can do that. So we have a function for that. So I want to go with, let's say 200 as a minimum stake, and I can click on this update minimum stake, and it's going to perform the transaction and the minimum stake would be updated. So just wait, soon the transaction is happening and we got that minimum stake updated, and you will get the confirmation and it will be updated successfully. So now user have to stake at least 200 token, and this is the total stake you will find. So that's how you can able to control the staking contract. Now if you come back to the referral, here you will have the options, and from here you can able to change the referral reward. So by default in industry we have 5%, so I can simply bring it down to 5%. I can come back here, click on this update referral, and I have to simply come back here, Click on this confirm, and the transaction is happening. And finally, the transaction is completed, and we have provided 5% as a referral. It will get updated. Now you can come back to the access control, and from here you can able to block any address, but I would suggest you not to do it. Solana blockchain already provide you all the supports, all the security, but we have also included this particular feature where you can block any specific address, but I don't want to block it, so I just keep it as it is. So that's how you can able to control the smart contract, and we have all the feature for you as a admin of the contract to control the contract. So I hope you have understood. Now let's go back to the next one we have is called withdraw token, and this will allow you to withdraw the token which you have deposited in the contract. So right now you will find that it has two different sections. This section we have from where we can perform the transaction and withdraw the token, and here you can able to find the details about the contract. So this is the contract address, this is the owner, which is you, this is the network which is on the Devnet, and I'm the admin. And here you will find the recent withdrawal which I have done. That's all you will find. So if I want to withdraw this particular token like 39.60 token, I can give that, and I can click on this withdraw, and it's going to perform the transaction, and I'm going to withdraw this quantity from the contract, and it will come back to my wallet address. So here we have withdraw it, and this will be updated. So we have withdraw the token. If you want to withdraw the USDT, you can withdraw. So I want to withdraw, let's say 10, and click on this withdraw USDT, and click on this confirm. Here we have withdraw that, and it will be updated. We got it, and here we got it. If you want to withdraw the USDC, you can withdraw. I want to withdraw, let's say 12. I can click on this withdraw, and here the transaction is happening. Click on confirm, and the transaction is processed, and we have withdraw the token. And you can see we have this SOL as well, but this is the dummy data. We are not keeping any fund in the contract, and that's how we are providing more security to the user as well as to our project. So whenever the user will buy the token, purchase any transaction, the fund will transfer straight away to the admin account, which is this one. Got it? So that's how we can able to withdraw. So this is all the tabs we have which you can explore, and user can perform the transaction, and you as an admin can perform the transaction too. So that's all the thing we have here. Now let me change my wallet and do a couple of transactions from a different account. So I'll simply come back here. I'll come back to the account number 1, and I'm going to give a reload. So it will going to reset every single thing based on this particular account which I have connected, and you will find the stats is going to display based on this particular account. So I have not purchased any token from this particular wallet. That's why you can see all of this data is empty. If I come back to the user dashboard, you will find the details that how many tokens I have, what is the balance token I have, what is the balance, how many token I have purchased, stake. That's all you will find. If I come back to the assets, you will find all of these details and all of this transaction. So what I will do, and you can see that I got an amazing referral because user have used, the admin have used my account as a referral, and when he's purchasing, I'm getting the commission. So let's come back here and let's try to buy a couple of token because I don't have any token and I haven't bought it. So I'll come back here and let's try to buy with SOL. So if I give 1 SOL, and let's try to buy with before I buy, I want to show you the wallet balance. So right now I have this 0.4. I don't have enough SOL, so I will try to buy 0.1, and this fund will go straight away to the admin. So I want you to remember that this fund will go straight away to the admin. So all I will do, I'll get 10 token, click on this buy with SOL, and here the transaction is happening. Soon let's click here and click on confirm, and the transaction will be completed. So here we bought the token, and you will find the stats went up, and you will display the data right up here that you have bought the token. If you want to buy with USDC, you can buy it because I have USDC in my wallet. So I can come back to the assets, and you can see I have enough supply, and you can see it's went down because this fund went to admin. Now I will try to buy with this one USDC, and you can see this fund will go down. So it has 4,905. So I'll come back here and I will try to buy with 5 token. I'll get this much token. I'll click on this, and the transaction is happening. I'll come back here, click on this confirm, and the transaction is processing. And here we have bought the token, and you will find the stats will be updated. In the same way, I can come back here, I can come back to the USDC, and I can give my, let's say 12 token, and I will get 360 token. I'll simply click on this, and the transaction is processing. Come back here, click on this confirm, and here we'll get the confirmation, and we have bought the token successfully. And it's going to reflect right up here in our transaction history log, and this got also updated. If you come back to your dashboard, you can able to find the recent purchase you have made, and if you go back to the assets, you will find that this went down, this also went down, and if you go back to the transaction, this got also updated, and you have used these 3 different payment option to buy the token. And as you can see that this also got updated and this one is also got updated, and here we are displaying the recent transaction which you have performed. Now let's come back to the staking, and here you will find the overall details about the staking. And if you go back to your staking right now, you have only one stake. We have only one stake, and this is much reward we have distributed, and this much token is locked in the contract, and you have locked 100 token. If you want to withdraw, you can withdraw. So if I click on this OK, and here the transaction is processing. Click on confirm, and here I'm withdrawing and unstaking my token, paying 5% penalty on it, and right now I have 0 stake. I can come back here. If I want to stake more token, I can do that. I can give, let's say, 1000 token, or if I go with 100, it's not working because right now the minimum stake is 200. So I can simply increase this to 200 and it will be visible. So every single thing is dynamic. I want to stake, let's say, 1000 token. I want to stake for 365. I'll get this much token as a return. Click on this stake, and here the transaction is happening. Let's click here, click on this confirm, and the transaction is processing. And finally the transaction is completed, and if you come back to your stake, you will find that it's reflecting absolutely fine, and you have staked 100 token, and you can see the reward is also got calculated. So that's how you can able to stake the token. If you come back to the dashboard, you will find the details and the transaction which you have performed. So you have staked the token. If you come back to the user, then you will find that how many token you have staked. If you come back to the transaction, you have seen on stake, and you have called this only stake and stake. So that's how you can buy. If you want to buy the stable coin, you can simply buy it. Right now we have the supply this much. So if I come back to the user balance, if I go back to the asset section, you can see I have only this. So I have this much token. Let's try to buy at least one to show you that it's working absolutely fine. So I'll come back this USDC, and I don't have enough balance, but I'll try to buy. So let's call this I'll get one. Okay, 122, we have that. I'll simply try to buy one. Let's click on this buy, and it's going to perform the transaction. Let's click here, click on this confirm, and the transaction is happening. And here we have bought the token successfully, and you can see we bought the successfully. If you go back to the user dashboard, you can see in the asset that this went up to 123. Earlier it was 122. So every single thing is working fine. You can buy the stablecoin very easily. If you want to perform the transaction, you can see all the transaction which you have performed. You can come back to the token transfer. You can see here we have the details. If you want to transfer the token, you can do that. So I can come back here, click here. I can go back to the account number 3, or I can go back to account number 2. Let's transfer the token to the account number 2, and I can transfer it. So I have this only 1, 2, 3. I'll want to transfer, let's say, 12 token. Let's click on this transfer, and here the transaction is happening. So it's going to transfer the token to this account number 2. So let's wait. Let's click on this confirm, and the transaction in process. And here we have done the transfer of the token. You can come back here, and you can see the done transfer is done. If you want to transfer like USDC, GT, you can do that. So I want to transfer, let's say, 34. Click on this transfer, and the transaction is processing. Let's click here and click here, and here the transaction is going to be complete, and it's completed successfully. Let's click here, and you can see the confirmation. So that's how you can able to transfer the token. If you want to contact someone, you can click here, and you can contact and send the email. So I'll simply come back here, paste here. I can say Solana ICO. I'll say Daulat Hussain, the blockchain coder, and you can simply send the message. And the message is sent, and here I have received in my phone. So that's how user can able to control. You can check the light and dark mode. Every single thing is looking good, and the white mode as well. So that's how it's going to look on white mode. Come back to the user. There you will have this different tab, beautiful section. Come back to the documentation. That's all is there. Come back to the staking. You can check the calculator and calculate all of that. You can also check the SOL. That's all you can check. You can come back to the staking. You will have all of these details, and you can see the stake which you have done is going to be reflect here. All of these tags which you will have. Come back to the purchase. You can simply purchase. Come back to the transaction. You can see that. Come back to the token. You can transfer all of that. Come back to the contacts. Looks absolutely great. Or if you want, you can simply disconnect, and you are disconnected. Now you can click here, and you have to pick a phantom wallet, and you are connected with the application. If you want to buy, you can come back to, and here you can see we are on the dark mode. So you can simply toggle this, and you will have this light mode, and it's going to look absolutely beautiful. You can see we have this beautiful section where we have all of this, and user can also send an email and contact you. Click on this, and it's going to send the email, and I will receive back in my phone. So it's taking a little bit time. Soon it will complete, and you will have the email. And finally we have sent the email. So it's working absolutely fine. Now let's come back here, and here you can able to buy the token straight away. So if you want to buy using this USDT, you can see that. So what I will do, I'll try to give 6 token, and I can try to buy. Let's click on this, and the transaction is opening. I will get this much token. because this time we are getting 1 USDT is equal to 30 token because we have changed the ratio. And here we got it, we have bought it. In the same way we can buy with USDC. I want to give, let's say 11 and make it 100, and you can see I have enough supply, so I'll simply click on this and I will get 330 token because the ratio is 30. Click on this confirm and the transaction is happening, and here we have bought the token. In the same way I can use it the SOL to buy. So I want to give it this, like I want to give very less and I will get one quantity. I'll click on this buy, and here the transaction is happening. Let's click here, click on this confirm, and the transaction is taking place. Now you can come back here, you can disconnect your wallet, you can click and you can connect your wallet. You are connected, come back to the dashboard and you can see all the transaction which you have performed. So you can simply toggle, you can go back to dark mode, and here you will find all the transaction which you have performed. If you want to go in details, you can go back to the dashboard and there you will see all the details. So I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included. It's really powerful, it's working absolutely beautiful on all the environment. You can come back here. Let's me go back to the admin wallet and let's connect with the admin account. So I will have all of the other hidden component for the admin. So let's reload the page quickly, and here you will find that here I have the other component. So it's 100% responsive for all the screen sizes. You can see this is how it's going to look. We have all of this transaction we are displaying. We can simply close this one if you want. If you want, you can close this and you can come back here. You can go back to the different section like user, and we have this one. You can go back to this and you can slide it down. You can go back to the referral. This here we have this. We have the asset section. That's all you can monitor. You can come back here, go back to the documentation. We have the slider which you can select and open different tab. Looks good. If you go back here in the token cell, here we have the option. You can click here and you can calculate. You can close. You can come back here. You can go back to the different and you can buy. Let's come back to the next one. We have the staking. Looks great. You will have the overall stats. You will have this different tab where you can display all the transaction we have performed. That's all is there. And here you will find the details. Now you can come back to the next one. Go back to the stable purchase. That's how it's going to look. We have the ratio, rate of price available, and the transactional history. In the same way, you can go back to the transaction details. Here you will find all the transaction which you are performing and buying the token. If you come back here, go back to the total token transfer. You can see you can buy, transfer the custom SPL token. You can give the address, recipient address, and the quantity, or you can simply transfer the stable coin by selecting all of that. Now come back here. We have the contact. User can send the message and they can simply send it, and they will have all the details. You can come back here. We have the admin panel. So from here you can able to see all the admin dashboard. You can go back to the different tab and you can see every single thing is looking good. This is the history section we have. Come back here, go back to the admin function. Then we have all the function we have included. So this one is the initialize, this one is the fund, this one is stable, this one is for pricing, this one is for the transaction, the ratio of the token, this one we have for the staking, this one is for the referral, and we have the block, which is the additional feature we have included. So it looks good. Now come back here, go back to the withdraw token, and here you will find that you can transfer whether all of this you can withdraw, and we have all of this. That's all the details about the transaction which you have done. So every single thing is looking good. If you go back to the home page, you will find it looks absolutely wonderful, and here you will find it's in the white mode. I'll turn it to dark because I like it dark, and you can click here and you will find this menu. You can simply disconnect or you can connect very easily. You will find that this is how it's going to look on the mobile device. We have the beautiful interface. You can click and you will have this model. You can close it up and you will have other details, and this looks absolutely incredible. You can also drag and drop, and here we have all of this. This is how it's going to look on a mobile device. Looks better. And we have this ratio, and we have the video slider, which you can simply keep it as it is and it's going to slide. You can click here and it's going to have the video on live, and we have the toggles which you can simply explore and up and down. I hope you have understood all the feature and functionality we have included in the smart contract for the user as well as the admin. User can buy the token using stable coins and SOL, native currency. They can stake their token, refer, and they can see all the transaction which they are performing. Admin will also control the entire smart contract, deposit, withdraw, control the smart contract, change the pricing, change the ratio. That's all for the admin. So I hope you have understood what are the feature and functionality we have included, and every single thing is working fine. Now let me provide you all the assets which you need to develop this particular project, including the final source code. So if you want to take the final source code, you can fast your development. So to get that, you can come back to the blockchain coder. I will also provide the link in the description, so you can click here and you can come back to straight away. So come back to the blockchain coder, and here you will find all the project we have developed. We have more than 100 plus projects. So make sure to log in and create your account. Then you will get this option called source code, and here you will find all the project we have have on our channel. So I would highly encourage you to go through each one of the project. All of this project is absolutely industry ready, which you can launch and try to build. If you really want to master blockchain development, build NFT marketplace, build voting DApp, supply chain, crowdfunding, these are the important projects which you have to include in your portfolio to get job and internship in the company. So to get the assets, you can click here, click on this recent project, and here you have, click here and it will come back here, click on the starter file, it will take you to GitHub, and here you can able to understand the complete folder and file structure and all the resources which you need to develop this particular project. So you can see the complete folder file structure. You can go back to the package.json file and see the package model we have utilized, and it's very much stable with the latest mode models as well. So all the information is given, that how are we going to deploy the contract, what are the models, or what are the platform we're going to use for hosting. Every single thing is given. So make sure to clone the repository, save in your system. So when the complete project will come, we can simply start building straight away. It will save a lot of your time. So now let me show you that how you have to do the setup of the final source code. So you can come back to the blockchain coder, and when you will take the final source code, you will give your valuable contribution to my team to bring more tutorial like this. So now let me show you the final code setup, which you can simply follow once you will get the final source code. When you will download the final source code, you will get the zip file. Make sure to extract the zip file in which you will get this particular folder in which you will have the complete source code of the project which you have seen in the demo. So I would highly encourage you to install a zip extractor. Then you can able to extract this file and get this folder, and this is the one which you have to open in your VS Code. So I'll click on my VS Code. I'll come back here. Let's click on the open. Go back to desktop, and I have this folder. I'll select and click on open. Let me zoom a bit, and now let me give you a complete walkthrough of this entire project. It will help you to understand the architecture we have utilized. I want you to take a coffee and try to understand the architecture, because this one is very important. If you miss a single point, you cannot able to set the project. So this one is very important. Let me try to explain you in detail that what customization you can do, because when you're going to move to the mainnet, you have to do the changes and put the right addresses. So once you will open the project in your VS Code, you will find that this is the huge name I have called to this particular project. It's called Solana Multi-Currency USDC, USDT and SOL ICO DApp. So that's the name I have, and here you will find all the component and all the files for this particular project. So the very first folder we have is the component, in which you will find all the component we have designed for this particular project. So the very first one we have is the admin, in which you will find all of this code we have coded for the admin. So you don't need to make any changes. I would highly encourage you to test as it is, the way I'm doing the transaction, the way I'm deploying the contract, and the way I'm performing all the transaction. Just do it as it is. Test every single thing the way I'm doing, and I'm going to deploy this contract to the Devnet and perform all the transactions. So just deploy and test every single thing. After that, do all the changes, all the variables changes, all the text changes as per your branding, but do the testing the way I'm doing it without making any changes. So this is the admin function. Don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic. I'll tell you what are the changes you have to do. So let's close this one. We have the admin overview, where we're displaying all the details about the smart contract, so your admin can have the overview. We can come back to the contact us admin, where user can use this contact us component to contact us and send us the email, and all of that we have. Let me zoom out a bit so you can have a proper look. Come back to the dashboard. This is the main dashboard section. When the user will come, you can able to have the look, all the structure, all the codes we have done. That's all is there. If you come back to the global, then you will find some component which we are using globally, both in the dashboard as well as in the front end homepage. So we have this animation banner. Remember, in the dashboard we are displaying the banner. That's what we have. We have the blur overview. We have the custom button, error handler, header, mobile header, sidebar, success, and wallet connect. Just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. Close this one, 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 and close this one. Come back to the home page. So all the component which you will find, this is for the home page. So we have this blockchain feature. If you want to do adjustment in the text, you can simply do the adjustment in this white text. You can come back here. You can also update if you want to make any changes based on your project details. So all of this white text which you can see, you can replace in that. Come back to the blockchain feature grid. That's all the information which you will find. We have the brand slider, we have the decentralized platform, we have the FAQ, we have the footer. If you come back to the FAQ section, you can see that we have this question and this is the answer. So you can simply update your question and you can update your answer, and it's going to reflect automatically in our component. We have the footer, we have the footer component, we have the header, we have call to action for the component. We have the hero section where we allow user to perform the transaction and call the buying functions. We have the index. So what we are doing, we are simply importing all the component in one settled location, and we are simply exporting so we can import into our home page easily. We have the referral pop-up. So when the user will share the referral link, where it will automatically trigger and is going to simply call the function. We have the roadmap section. So if you want to update any information regarding the roadmap, that's all you can update here. We have the testimonial component, so you can update the testimony of the user. You can also update the tokenomic component, so that's all we have. And here you will have all the details. You can have a video card slider, so if you want to display the video or you want to update your videos, you can update that. And here you will find the thumbnail. So this thumbnail is coming from our public folder, which I will explain. Okay, so this is all the things we have. Just test as it is. After that, do all the changes and experiment. Let's close this one. So this is what we have in the home page. The next one we have is the StableCoin Purchase, which is allow user to buy the stablecoin. We have the staking component, we have the token calculator, we have the token document. So this is the place where we're displaying all the details about the token. So you can simply provide the details, that what's the project and what is about it section, what are the roadmaps. So you can simply update all of this. You can change the symbol of your token. You can provide the supply, all the things which you have set for your token. That's all you can provide and update. Make sure you have to update this white text. Don't change any one of the text, otherwise syntax and the classes, otherwise you're going to have an issue. So just test as it is. Let's close this one. Come back to the token cell where we are allowing user to buy the token through our dashboard. We have the token transfer, we have the transactions, we have the user dashboard, and here we have the token withdrawal. That's all the component we have. And if you come back to the index file where we are importing all the component and we are exporting so we can utilize in different part of our application. So let's close this one. So that's the huge component we have. You can see there's a lot of component, a lot of folder and file structure we have designed for this huge application. So all the component which you will find inside this component. Let's close this one. The next one we have is the context, and this one is very important. You can see the toaster context. This one is for displaying the notification. So we have different stage for loading, transaction, log. That's all. So you don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic, and it will automatically trigger and display the details that which state at the moment, whether it's a transaction. And you can adjust the color if you want. You can change the yellow and you can change the green. That's all the color you want, but just keep it as it is. Now come back to the Web3 provider, and this one is the most important thing, where we have built all the logic for interaction with the contract, Solana blockchain, and executing the transaction. So we are using all of this popular library, which is very much stable. We are using Anchor framework because we have used Rust Anchor framework for developing our smart contract. We are getting our ABI. That's all is there. So we have this environment variable. Now we have this important variables which you have to update according to your token. So most of the token which you will find on the Solana blockchain follow 9 decimal point, and that's what you have to maintain, because the contract we have defined and built in which we have focused 9 decimal point. But if you have other decimal point, you have to do a lot of changes in the decimal point. But most of the token which you will find, like 90% of the token which use the 9 decimal point. And here we have the stablecoin. As you know that stablecoin follow the 6 decimal point, and that's what we have. And here we have all the state variable we have taken. We have the memo, and we have all of this. So you don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic. We have coded this huge code where we have all the feature for reading or writing the data and call all of the functions. So just keep it as it is. You don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic. It's really very huge. We have written more than 2000 lines of code. So just keep it as it is. Close this one. Close this one. Now come back to the most important thing. We have the contract, in which you will find these two files, the contract flow. So I would highly encourage you to read this entire contract flow, where I have given the detailed explanation that how the transaction will happen, what are the variables we are passing to each one of the transaction, all the details is given. So once you will study this one, you can understand the entire workflow. And if you want to do the customization as your own in the smart contract, you can do that very easily. So that which feature you want to include or which feature you want to avoid. So make sure to go through this. Then come back to the next one we have is the Solana ICO, and this is where all the magic is happening. This is the huge contract we have coded. It is more than 1500 lines of code we have coded. 1500 lines of code we have coded in this particular smart contract, and it's really huge because all the feature we have in the contract is 100% custom. We are not using any library, we are not using any external contract. Every single thing is custom, and we are following the most stable token program. It will be compatible with the USDT and USDC on the mainnet as well. We are following the stable program for token creation, because right now we have two different token model on Solana, but we are following the most stable one, and 80 to 90% of the token which you will find at the moment on Solana follow the Solana token program. And here you will find the token configuration I have done for stablecoin, because that's what we allow user to buy. And here we have the decimal, 9 decimal for our token. And here we have the other state variable we have taken. So we are providing 5% penalty on early withdrawal. We have the referral percentage. This is the max referral you can offer to the user. And here we have the timing which we are using for calculating. So I would suggest you to first test as it is. After that, just try to understand the contract and do the modification in the contract if you want. But this contract is absolutely ready to deploy on the mainnet. It will work absolutely fine. So this is the huge contract we have coded. Let's close this one. Close this one, come back to the lib. So once you will deploy your contract, we'll get the API, and that's what you have to provide, which we're going to get it together. So just wait. I'm going to use Solana Playground for deployment, which is really powerful and easy to deploy. If you're going to build your own CLI, it's going to be very hectic for you, and you will have a lot of complication to do the setup of the Solana CLI. So just, we're going to use Solana Playground. Let's close this one. Close this one, come back to the pages, and it's going to be a 2-page application. We have the app.js where we have done the entire context setup, and we have the network setup as well. So all the transaction which I have performed, which I'm going to perform and deploy the contract, that's what I'm going to do on the Devnet. And if you want to configure it for the mainnet, you can do it from here, provide your custom RPC endpoint. And that's all the things we have here. Now we can come back to the dashboard. Here you will find all the details is for the component. So what we are doing, we are simply displaying all the component. If you want to remove any one of the component, you can simply hide it, or you can simply remove it very easily. Now come back to the next one, which is the home page, and then you will find that here we have all the logic we have developed, and we have all of these components. So if you want to remove any one of the components, like you don't want to display the testimonial or footer or call to action or the video slider, you can simply comment this. And in this way, this component will not going to be visible in the front end side, but I want to display all of this. So that's all we have. Let's close this one, come back to the public, in which we have keep all the assets we have used in the project. So I would suggest you that you can see all of these brand icons we have. So here we have all the branding of the image we have used. You can simply keep the name as it is, and you can change the name if you want to provide your own. So that's the branding. And here you will have the thumbnail. So we are providing the video. So keep the name as it is, and you can simply change the thumbnail, and it will reflect automatically in the places. Let's close this one. We have the avatar, we have the icon, so you can display your own icon about your token which you are selling. So you can simply change and provide it. Here we have the PDF for the data, so you can simply have your PDF in which you have the white paper. So you can simply upload it here, and you can simply give the name, and it will automatically reflect. And you can have the stats. So this is the graphic which I have designed, where I have displayed the distribution of the token, that how many token we are assigning. So you can simply generate this one very easily. I can provide the distribution model. Here we have the token which we have keep. So all the stats which you want to keep in the project, that's all you can do inside the public folder. So let's close this one, and we have the style. This is the entire CSS we have written. You don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic. Let's keep it as it is. Now comes the most important thing, which is environment variable. So click here, and here you have to provide all the details about your token. So whatever token name you have, that's what you have to give. Symbol, the decimal is going to be 9, and the supply of your token, and the price which you want to set as a first stage. That's what you have to update here. And this is the price as a dummy price I have set for the stablecoin. Just keep it as it is. And here you will find the different rate of interest which I'm providing. So by default, when you will deploy the contract, we are providing 12% as a rate of interest. And here we have the minimum staking is going to be 100, and this is the period which we are providing the stake. And I'm going to deploy on the Devnet, and this is the currency. So that's the currency we have. And here you have to provide the addresses of the token, which is the most important thing, and you can't miss this out. So all the transaction which I'm going to perform on the Devnet. So I'm going to deploy my contract on the Devnet. I'm going to provide and get the program ID, and that's what I'm going to provide here. Here you have to provide the token which you want to allow user to buy. ICO mint address means your token which you are allowing user to buy and stake. That's the address you have to provide. And I have created these two tokens for USDT and USDC on the Devnet. So you can use these two addresses, or you can create your own token with 6 decimal point, and you can provide the address, and you can call it USDT and USDC. So the same addresses you have to provide here for the USDC and here as well. And the same address you have to provide for USDC here and here. I'm going to give you this address, so you can simply use this one same, and you can deploy the contract. And here you have to keep it as it is. You can see I'm called this ETH because I'm following a general convention, so I don't want to create a conflict. So don't change this variable name, just keep it as it is. And here you have to paste the two addresses. So you have to paste your token ICO address, means the token which you want to allow you to sell, like this one. And here you have to provide your wallet address which you're going to use for deploying the contract. So one thing you have to keep in mind, that you have to use the same wallet for deploying your token and for deploying your ICO program. So that's the basics things. And here we have the explore URL. This is the localhost URL, and this is the forms pair API key, so user can send the email. So this is the variables which you have to provide. I would suggest you to test it as it is, and after that you can do all the changes. Okay, just follow the way I'm doing it, and we're going to get this variable together. So I'll simply close this one. Here we have the get ignore, just keep it as it is, don't need to make any changes. Here we have the next config file. It's very much stable, so if you want to deploy to Hostinger and make it live, you can simply export it in the out folder in the static model, and you can upload, which I will show you. Now you can come back to the package.json file, and all the packages which you can see we are using here, it's a very stable, and it will work absolutely fine no matter when you are developing this project. After 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, it will work absolutely fine as long as you use this particular version and watch this video till the end and do the setup the way I'm doing it. Every single thing will be working fine. We have post CSS, keep it as it is. Come back to the readme file, and here you will find all the important links about the different project and all the information about this particular project, that how you can get the RPC endpoint, how to get the faucet for the devnet, how you can get the Acme URL. That's all you will find, all the details. If you don't have your token, how you can create your token, that's all the details which you will find. So just keep it as it is. I just tell you to just go through this one. Close this one, come back to the tailwind config, and here we have all the configuration and all the column scheme and the animation we have used. So that's all we have. I hope you have understood the complete folder and file structure we have utilized in this particular project. It's very important for you to understand. It will help you to do the setup correctly. Now, the very first thing we have to do is to deploy our contract and get our environment variable. So I'll come back to the environment variable, and here we have already all of these addresses. So what I have to get my contract address, I have to get my token address. That's what I have to provide here. And here I have to provide the token ICO address and the owner address. Got it? Now let's do one thing. I'll simply come back here. I'll close this for a moment and come back here. I'll click on this, and this is the entire contract which I'm going to deploy using Solana Playground. So this one is very important. Let's try to deploy this contract. Deploy that. So I'll simply copy this one, close this one, open a new type Solana Playground. Always search on Google and come back to this particular link and click here, because there is a lot of fake Solana Playground. If you connect with the fake one, they're going to withdraw all your funds. So I already have a project. So what I will do, I'll simply delete this project and make it empty so you can start where I'm from. So right now you can see I don't have any project at the moment. What I will do, I'll simply create a new project. I'll click here, and I'm going to call this Solana Multi-Currency ICO DApp. You can call whatever you want, and I want to use this Anchor Rust framework. So select this one, click on this create, and you will find that it will create a brand new repository for you. So let's select this and delete. Right now we have this empty. Now I'll come back here. I'll simply select this entire code, the smart contract, and that's what I have to paste here. So this is the huge contract we have coded. Every single thing is custom, and here you have to provide the address correctly. So you have to get your token address which you want to sell. So I'll come back here and I'll simply log in my Phantom wallet, and I will go back to my account number 3rd, because this is the account which I have used for creating the token, and I'm going to use the same account for deploying the contract. So I can come back here. This is the token which I want to sell. I'll copy, and that's what I have provided. So let's give it one more time, and I've given. Now I have to get the USDT and USDC. So this is the token which I have deployed on the Devnet. So I have the same addresses for the USDC and USDT. So if you want to come, you can simply copy, and that's what you can provide for USDC. And that's what I have given right up here. Same for USDT. So make sure you have to check with this particular addresses. After that, do the changes. Okay, got it? Or you can simply create your own USDT token or USDC token, provide the addresses. Now here we have all of this variable. We are following the standard variable. So this is all of the code we have coded. Now every single thing is looking good. I got my addresses, and now this variable says good. I don't want to make any changes. All of things are good. I'll simply give a save, and I have saved my code. I'll come back here, and I'm going to switch my wallet, because this is the wallet which I'm going to use for deploying the contract. And this is the same wallet I have in my Phantom wallet, which you can see this one WXD, and the same wallet I'm going to use for deploying. And you can see this is all the contract. I got it. Now I'll simply come back here, click on this build, and here is going to build my contract. And this one is a very important process. It will generate your API, and it will generate your brand new program ID for your contract. So just wait. Sometime it will fail. So right now you can see it's failed. In this, you don't need to be panic. Simply reload the page, and it's going to simply save it and try one more time. Just do 1 or 2 times, it will work absolutely fine, and your contract will compile successfully. It's a fully custom contract, and you will see soon we'll get the logs that build successful. Just give some time. And here you can see our contract built successful. Every single thing is fine. Now we are getting this option to deploy, and that's what we have to hit. So let's click on this deploy, and here the transaction is happening. So just wait, soon the transaction will complete and the contract will deploy, and we'll get the confirmation logs. We can explore the transaction on the block explorer. We'll have the program ID which we can replace. So just give some time. And finally, the transaction is completed. You can click on the explorer. You will come back here, and here you can see the transaction is completed, and we have deployed the entire smart contract to the Devnet. And here you will have your program ID. You can also get it from here, or you can come back here. You can simply copy from here as well. So first, I would suggest you to copy the entire smart contract, come back here and simply select and replace and paste this one. So whatever variables you have provided in the stablecoin, that is also got updated, and this will also get updated. This is your program ID for your contract. Now close this one. Now we have to simply update this. So simply delete this one. This is the old idle file. We have to get the new one. I'll come back to the environment variable and let's try to update this. So here we have to update all of these variables. So first we have to get the program ID. So simply copy, and that's what you have to paste here. So let's give this program ID. We got it. Now we have the token ICO contract, so you have to provide the same address here. Perfect. Got it. Now what we have to do is we have to come back to the browser, and I have used account number 3, so I'll simply get the wallet address as well. This is the account. Simply copy and come back here, and that's what I have to provide as an honor. So paste here. We got the honor address. Now I have to get my token address, so which I already have it, so I can simply come back here. This is the address which I have provided. I can come back. I can simply copy the address, come back here, and I'm going to simply paste here, and I'm also going to provide the address right up here. So here I got all the variables. Perfect. I got these variables for the contract and the admin, and that's the only thing you have to get. You have to provide your details about the token, and things are looking good. So what we have done, we have deployed our contract, we have got our environment variable. Now we have to simply import the idle file. So I'll simply minimize this one, and I will come back here, and I will simply click on this export, and it will give you the idle file of this contract we have deployed. So let's click here, and now we'll come back here, come to this, come back to the download, and here I have it. I'll simply drag and drop in my project, and you will find the project is there. I can simply give a save, so it will format it automatically, and now we are ready to start our application and launch it. So let's make on the big screen. Let's come back to the packages and file, and now it's time to install the packages, because we are done with the contract. We got our environment variable, we have got our idle file. So what I will do, I'll simply open up my terminal, and let me show you the node version which I'm using. I'm still on the main directory. If I show you my node version, I have the latest node version, and every single thing would be working absolutely fine. If I show you my npm version, let's hit enter, and I have this latest npm version. So make sure to use the same version, because all the packages we have used in this is very much compatible with this version. Or you can try with different version, but this one is very much compatible and it will work absolutely fine. So let's clear the terminal, and now we have to install the packages. I'll simply type npm I, hit enter. It's going to do the installation. This might take a little bit time depending on your internet speeds and your system configuration. So just give some time. Soon the installation will complete and you are ready to start our application. And finally the installation is got completed. You can see that we are getting this depreciated. Don't you worry about it. We are using the most stable version and it will work absolutely fine. Don't run any one of these commands, otherwise it will change the package version. So clear up our terminal, and now we are ready to start our application. Now we have to run this particular command. So I'll simply type npm run dev, hit enter, and it's going to start our application on localhost 3000. You can see our environment variable loaded, and we have to copy this one, minimize it, don't delete it, otherwise the application will stop. So you can do it in this way, or you can simply minimize like this. I'll close this one. Now come back to the browser. Here you will find the details about the contract. Click on the new tab and paste the URL, hit enter, and you will find that our application is got started. And I'm getting this particular error, so I have missed my environment variable, I guess. Okay, this one is missing, so I can simply copy my admin address. So this one is my admin address. I'll simply paste here and save it, or I can open my terminal. I'm going to simply restart the application. So simply stop the application from running, clear up your terminal, and type npm run dev. So it's going to restart the application and will reload the environment variable, because whenever you change anything in the environment variable, make sure to restart, so it will reload the environment variable. So I'll simply close this one. I'll close this one, come back here, and you will find that our application is live, working absolutely fine. So right now you will find the balance is reflecting fine. I can click here. You can see the USDT, USDC balance. But if I try to buy, nothing will happen. The transaction will fail. So the very first thing you have to do as an admin, come back to the dashboard. Make sure to connect with the admin account first. You can see I'm connected with the admin account, which is account number 3, and that's what we have. So first thing, you have to come back here in the dashboard section, and you have to initialize the smart contract and deposit the token so user can start purchasing. You can see all of this data because few of the data about the transaction history of the user is coming from the local storage. That's why you can see all of this data. So what I will do, I'll simply clear my local storage. I'll come back here, click on buy application, click on this clear data, and I'm going to come back here. I'll go to give a reload and every single thing would be clear. I'm logged out from the application. I'll get this one. Every single thing is good. Now I'll click on this connect wallet. It will give me this option. Click on phantom wallet, and here I'm connected successfully. Right now we don't have any data because our application is fresh and we have removed all the data from the local storage. So the data we are storing about the transaction history, because we can't keep that data in the contract. If we keep it, it's going to cost unnecessary fund for us. So the very first thing we have to do is to come back here in the admin function and make sure you are connected with the admin account, which is account number 3. This one is very important. Okay, now here you will have this option. First thing you have to do is to initialize the contract, and when you will initialize, is going to generate the PDA account and it will generate all the important variables. So this is the function you have to initialize. You can see the program ID, you can see your token address, and you are the admin. So these are the data we are passing, and you have to supply with initial supply. So I want to give initial supply, let's say 1000 token, so you can see what transaction we are performing. I'll click on this initialize ICO contract, and it's going to make a call. Here it will trigger our phantom wallet, and we are calling this one. Simply ignore this one because we are performing on the Devnet and we don't have the stimulation. Click on confirm, and it's going to confirm our transaction, and our contract is initialized successful, and it's going to update our contract. So we got the status. You can see all the variables is set. This is the token, this is the price, this is the stablecoin price. That's by default we have provided. See, we are getting these addresses for USDT and USDC, because when you not provide any address, we go with this normal address. So we have to update the address of USDT. We're going to do it, and you can see all the important variables. So we have this staking is huge amount. We're going to simply reduce to 100. So that's the first thing you have to do. Now what I will do, I'll simply come back here and I'm going to simply remove all the token which I have in my account number 1. So you can see I have all of this token, so I can show you that how you can able to buy and do all of that. So I'll simply click here. I can simply transfer this token to my account. So I'll select the account. Let's say I'll select the 3, and I want to apply with max. Click on this next and click on send, and the transaction is happening. You can see we have sent all the token. It's happening now. I'll come back here. I'll go back to this, and assets I have no token. In the same way, I can simply come back here and I can do the transfer very easily. So I'll simply come back here. This is the USDT. I want to show you the buying feature. That's why I want to transfer it. So I'll simply click this send, and I want to send this to account number 3. I'll go with max, and I will have this next. Click on this send, and the transaction is happening. I don't have any token in the USDT as well. So just wait. I'll get the confirmation. I got it. It's gone, and it will update soon. Let's click here, and you will find that it's updated. I'll come back here and it's going to update. So let's click here. I'll click here, and I will select here. Click on this 3. Click on this max. Click on send. Click on confirm, and the transaction is happening, and we have sent the token perfectly. So here we are sending, and it's sent, and you will find that 2 token is gone. I don't have the token. Perfect. Got it. And I also want to transfer a couple of funds to this particular account number 1 from account number 3, so we can able to perform the transaction. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here. I have this 16. So I'll call this send, and I want to send, let's say in account number 1, let's say give 4. Click on this send and click on this, and here I got it. Perfect. You will see I got it. I'll come back to the account number 1. I have the fund. So sometimes you have to open, and you will find the fund would going to reflect. So soon the fund will reflect because we have done the transfer. Perfect. Now I'll come back to account number 3, because we have to initialize and perform a lot of transactions. So let's give a quick reload. Right now I'm connected with the admin account. Okay, so what we have done so far, we have initialized our contract, and here you will find all the details. Now come back to the fund. If you want to deposit more token into the contract, you can do that. So if I come back here in the dashboard, you will find that we have 1,000 token in the contract, but I want to deposit more. So I'll simply come back here. Let's come back to the fund vault, and I want to deposit more. So I'll go with, let's say, 2,000 more token. Let's give this 2,000 more token, and you have to maintain the supply. Let's click on this deposit vault, and it's going to perform the transaction. Let's click on this confirm, and the transaction is happening. We have deposited the token into this one. So if you come back here in the dashboard, there you will find it went up. So we have added the fund. So that's how you can able to deposit the fund. Now come back to the deposit stable coin. So you can come back here, and right now you can see this fund is for my wallet. But before we deposit, we have to come back to the stable coin, and we have to initialize the stable coin addresses. So I'll simply come back here, and this is the USDT. I'll select here, and this is the what exact thing we have provided in the contract and in our environment variable. So I'll simply copy this for the USDT, and that's what I'm going to update. So I'll simply paste the address, and here you have to define the ratio. So I'll go with 20, but you can go with any ratio. I'll click on this update, and it's going to set this token in our environment variable in the contract. So user can able to purchase. So here we have done the update, and it's got updated. You can see the address, and the ratio is 20. Now let's do the same thing with the USDT. I'll select here. I'll come back here. I'll copy the address, and that's what I'm going to update. So let's provide the address, and let's give this to 20, and click on this update. The transaction is happening. Let's click on this confirm, and soon we'll get the confirmation, and here we have updated. So once you update it, you will find the balance is reflecting, and the ratio is reflecting, and the addresses are reflecting. Now you can come back to the deposit, and you can deposit stable coin. So right now we don't have any balance in the contract for stable coin. As you can see, 0. So I want to deposit, let's say, 1,000 token for USDT. So let's click on this deposit, and here we have it. Click on this confirm, and the transaction is happening. So you can perform 2 transactions because it will create the vault account. Through that, the transaction will take place, and here we got the deposit. It's a contract balance. In the same way, I can deposit for USDC. Let's go with 1,000. Again, it will perform 2 transactions. Let's click on this, and here we have it. Click on confirm, and we are creating the vault account. Let's click on this confirm, and the transaction will complete. And here we have funded the contract with the USDT. If you want to check, you can come back here in the stable coin, and you will find the balance is reflecting fine. We have done the funding. Now you can come back to the admin. So you have seen this, you have seen this, you have seen this deposit stable coin. You can see the price ratio. So right now we have this particular price. If you want to change the price, you can do that. I can change that very easily. I can go with something like this. This is the price I want to set for my token. So when the user will buy one of my token, they have to pay this much amount. So I'll simply click on this, and I want to click on this confirm, and this will update the price of my token, and it will be reflecting right up here. Same thing I want to do. I want to change the price for the stable coin because this is too low. I'll come back here and give this one. This one is the stable coin price. So if user wants to buy one stable coin, they have to pay this much. Click it. And this one is for both USDT and USDC. Click on confirm, and the transaction is happening. And here we have bought it successfully. So that's how you can able to update the pricing. If you come back to the stable coin, we have already done the update. If you want to come back here, you can see the pricing, the ratio which we are offering, which is 12%, but you can update. You can come back here in the referral. We are providing 5%, but you can also play around with this. Now you have seen every single thing is working. We have done the most important thing, and we have funded our contract with the supply. You can able to find the details about our token and how much token is available in the ICO. So if I want to buy, I can buy it very easily. So I want to do one thing. I want to show you one thing. I can come back here because I want to show you the referral. I'll simply come back here, and right now I'm going to reload the page, and it's going to be connected automatically to the account number 1, and I'm going to use the account number 1 for using as a referral. So I'll simply come back here, and you can see the assets and the balance. Every single thing is empty. The transaction, every single thing is empty. I have not registered. This account is not registered the referral. So what I will do, I can simply copy this referral ID, copy the referral link. Now I will come back here. So when I will use this referral link, and after that, whenever I will buy, this account will get the commission. So let's come back here. I will come back to the account number 3. I'll give a reload, and I'm going to share the URL. I'll simply share it, hit enter, and it's going to automatically open the home page, and it will trigger the function. You can see it will automatically trigger the function and set this particular user as a referrer, and it will set automatically. So you have done the registration of this particular account as a referrer to your account. So whenever you will buy it, this account will receive the commission. So let's try to buy it. You can see we have the supply it's there. We have the supply which is 3000 and I want to buy the token. So let's buy with SOL first. Back here and let's buy with 1. I'll get 100 MC token. I'm giving 1 SOL and this fund will come back to my same wallet because I'm the admin. Let's click on this buy with SOL and here the transaction is happening. Click on this confirm and you will find that we have bought the token successfully and it went up 3.34% of the token we have bought it. In the same way, you can buy with this. I'll come back here, I'll give my 5 and I will get 100 token. Click on this buy with USDC. The transaction is happening. Let's click on confirm and the transaction is taking place and we have bought it. In the same way, we can come back here and we can give, let's say 6 and I can buy and the transaction is happening. I can come back here, click on confirm and the transaction is happening and we have bought the token. So that's how you can able to buy. Every single thing is dynamic. Come back to the admin panel and there you will find the transaction which you have done, the token you have bought and the transaction which you have performed. There is no staking you have done. The token is left in the contract. That's all is there. You can come back here. You can also buy from here. So if I want to buy, let's say 4, click on this buy with USDC and here I have to simply confirm. Let's click on confirm and the transaction is processing and we have bought the token. In the same way, I can buy with, let's say 10 and I can buy 200 token and I can make the transaction and we have bought the token from here. If I come back here, I can give this and I can buy 100 token. I can see the calculation. I can click on this buy and it's going to buy the token and click on this confirm and the transaction is also getting updated right up here in the logo. So that's how you can able to buy. Now come back to the staking. If you want to check, you can see we have all of this. This is the maximum supply we have added by default, but you can update this. So what I will do, I'll simply come back to the admin function, go back to the staking and we have this huge maximum supply, but I want to reduce this to, let's say 100 or you can say 200. So I'll go with, let's say 100. Let's update this one. Let's click on this update and the transaction is performing and we have updated the minimum staking. Now it will be go down to 100. Now I can come back to the staking and you can see it will update 100. Now I can update like 100. I can go with 30 or I can go with like 100. It's okay. Or I can go with, let's say 200. I can pick the date. I go with 180 and I can see how much reward I will earn and I can click on the stake and you will find that it's going to perform the transaction and I'm going to stake. Click on confirm and the transaction is happening. We have staked that. You can come back your stake and you can check. If you want to do one more staking, like let's give the like 1000 token and I want to pick this 365, click on this and they're going to perform the transaction. Click on confirm and here we are buying the token. We have bought it successfully. I can come back here and you can see the time log and the token which you have deposited. You can see the stats went up and your balance, your token stake, and you can see the calculation. There is one staker. If I want to withdraw this, I can simply click on and I can pay 5% penalty on it. Click on this confirm and here I'm going to pay the 5% penalty and I have withdraw the token back to my wallet and every single state will change. Now we have only 200 token available which I have staked in that contract. So that's how you can able to stake and unstake the token and get the reward if you have earned in between that period. Now you can come back to the StableCoin Purchased and you can buy the token. So if I want to buy, let's say 1000 token, I can give this and I can buy 100 token. Or let's buy 100 token USDC. I can simply click on confirm and here the transaction is happening. I bought the token, 1 SOL I have given and you will find that it's got updated. If I want to buy this USDT DC, I can see I can buy the 10 token and you can perform the transaction. You can see this fund will go down. You can see the ratio and every single thing is looking good. So that's how user can buy. If I want to buy more, I can give this and I can buy 20 token. I can perform the transaction and click on confirm. And here you will find the transaction is taking place and here we have bought it. And you can find this will be updated successfully. So we have bought it. So that's how you can buy the stablecoin. You can see all the transaction which you have performed. You can come back to the token transfer and if you want to transfer the token, you can do that very easily. So I'll come back here and I want to transfer the token to account number like 1 because they don't have the token and they don't have the MC token as well. So right now this account number 1 don't have any token. So I'll first transfer this USDC and I want to transfer, let's say 10 token. Click on this transfer token and here the transaction is happening. Click on confirm and the transaction is completed and you will see it will be updated. Now I want to transfer this USDC. Paste here and I want to transfer 10 more or 11 to make it different and click on this. The transaction is taking place. I can click on confirm and the transaction is completed. Now I want to transfer the custom token which we are selling. So I'll simply give the address of the recipient, which is this, and I want to transfer, let's say 13, and I have to give the token address. So this is the token which we are selling. I'll click here and I'll copy the address. I'll come back here and that's what I'm going to provide, and it's going to fetch the balance. So right now you will see this is the balance I have in my wallet, and I want to transfer 13. I'll click on this transfer and the transaction is happening. Let's click on this copy, confirm, and the transaction is completed. And here we have transferred the token successfully. Got it? You can see it's updated successfully. Now you can come back here, you can send the details, you can send this, and you can give the details, you can give the message, and you can send to the user. Tell you how you can get your own forms pair key. So you can do the transfer. I'll tell you how you can get this particular key. You can see this environment variable we have. I'll show you how you can get this one. Just wait. So we got it. Okay, that's how you can send the message. And you have seen all the stats. Here you will find all the stats about the admin, all of these details which you will find. That's all is there. If you come back to the pricing, you can see the ratio, you can see the token balance which you have in the contract, and all the transaction which users are performing. That's all you will find. Got it? You can see all of the function which you have called. Now come back to the withdrawal, and if you want to withdraw the token, you can do that very easily. For example, I want to withdraw this MC15 token. I can paste here. I can call this withdraw and call the function, and here I'm calling the withdraw confirm. And the transaction is completed and we have withdraw that. If I want to withdraw the USDT, I can withdraw that very easily. I want to withdraw, let's say 2 token. Click on it and click on confirm. And here I withdraw that. If I want to withdraw the USDC, I want to withdraw, let's say 12, and here I can withdraw that. Click on confirm, and here I'm withdrawing the token. Perfect. So that's how you can able to withdraw. And this SOL is just a dummy. We are not keeping any fund for the SOL in the contract. Every single transaction is happening from contract to wallet. And that's all the details which you will find. So I hope you have understood how it will work. Now what I will do, I'll simply come back here and I'm going to use this account. So there is two ways to do the share the referrals. One, you can do the based on the URL, and the other way you can simply copy the address and you can share your address as well. Now come back to the account number 1 and perform the transaction from different wallet. You can see all the balance which you can able to find and all the transaction which you have performed. I'll come back here. I'll go back to account number 1 and you can see the tokens we have. So I have transferred the token, I have transferred the USDC, I have transferred the USDT. All the token is reflecting fine. Now what I will do, I'll reload the page. And I have used this account referral ID in my third account. So if I come back to user dashboard, you can see the balance of the MC token is went up because I transferred close to 13 token, but we have received the referrals. So if you can come back here you will find the details. Sometimes it takes a little bit time for loading the data, but you can also register the address. So this is the address we have copied from third account. You can simply register manually just like this and click on the confirm, and the transaction in the pending. And we have successfully registered this account, the account number 3rd, as a referral in this particular account, and it's got updated. So right now you can see we have 48 token. If I come back to my account number 3 and try to execute the transaction, the token transfer would absolutely work and the user will receive the commission. So let's come back here and let's try to buy like 100 token. So that particular account will receive 5% referral. So let's copy and let's call this confirm, and here we got it. Now I'll try to change my account and I will go back to account number 1. You will see this will go up to 53. So this user received the referral. Got it? Now I will reload the page and it's going to reflect here. Absolutely fine. The balance will reflect is going to be 53. So that's how referral will work. You can come back to the referral and you will find that data is reflecting and you have shared this user as your referral and it's reflecting fine absolutely. In the same way, you can come back here and you can buy the token. So if I come back here and if I go back to the user dashboard, go back to the assets, you can see I have enough tokens. So I can give this one. I have 11 and I will give my 6 token out of it. So let's give this 6. Okay, I have this one. I'll give 6 and click on this buy. And I will buy the token and I will give my token USDC to that admin. So I'll simply come back to this, go back to the assets and you will find that this went down. I can also use this USDT. Go back here. Go back to this. I'll come back here. I can give my 5. Click on this buy and the transaction is happening. Click on this confirm and I have bought the token successfully. In the same way, I can buy with SOL. I can give here, click on this buy and the transaction is happening. Click on this confirm and here you will find the transaction is played and we have bought the token. In the same way, you can come back here and you can simply stake the token. Right now we don't have any stake, so I'll simply stake. I'll give my 100 token. Click on this for 18 days, 180, and click on this stake. And here the transaction is happening. Click on this confirm. And we have confirmed the transaction and we have staked the token. If you come back to the transaction logs, that's all you will find. Here we have it. If you want to purchase the stable coin, you can purchase. So I want to give, let's say, this much. And I will get 10 stable USDT. I can simply click on this buy and I can simply buy the token perfectly. And here we bought it. And it's going to reflect here. In the same way, you can buy the USDC. Give it, call the function and buy it. So all the transaction is perfectly working fine. You can also transfer the token to anywhere, to any wallet address. Now what I will do, I'll simply come back to the admin account and let's give a quick reload, and you will find that the admin have also received the referral because that particular account used this admin referral and made 3 transactions and we earned the commission, and which is got added. So every single thing is working fine. I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included. It's a really powerful platform where we have built every single thing custom. You can able to monitor, fund the contract and withdraw the token. So this is what we have developed. This is how you can able to do the setups when you will get the final source code and test the contract. Now let me show you that how you can make this application live on internet so anybody can use your application and start buying your token. So to do that, all you have to do is to come back here in the code editor, and first thing we have to do is to stop our application. So open up your terminal and delete this one. So our application is stopped. Now we have to come back here and we have to execute the build command, because that's what we have here in our next config file. We are generating the export file, and I'm going to follow the export module, the static module. Generally, there are 2 options to deploy your application online. One, you can generate the static file, and the other one you can deploy on a live server. But I will go with the static model because we are not using any backend. So it is very easy to deploy and you can also do that. So let's open up our terminal and we have to execute this particular command, the build one. So I'll simply type npm run build and hit enter. And it's going to compile our entire project, generate the static file which we have to deploy to internet. So I'm going to use Hostinger, which is absolutely fine, and they have super amazing support. Here you will find that we have done the compilation of the project and we have generated the static file. All of these logs which you will find, it's absolutely successful. And when it will run successfully, you will get this output folder in which you will have the complete code, and this is the code you have to upload to Hostinger. So I'll simply close this one. Now you can come back here in the readme file and then you will find all the details about the project, and here you will find this particular link which you can use it to get 75% discount right now. It's increased to 75%, so I'll make it 75%. So it's really powerful and it's very cheap. You can easily able to launch it. So make sure to copy this particular URL, come back here and open your browser, and here you have to simply paste. You will use this particular URL, you will get 50 to 70% discount on your first purchase. So from here you can able to read about this particular hosting provider. It's really powerful and they have an incredible support and backup system. So currently they are offering in a very cheap price. I'm from India, but no matter which part of the world you are, you will get a 75% discount in all the services which they are providing. So if you come back here, you can able to compare that which package you want to take. So if you are starting up with a small project, you can pick this one, but I would highly encourage you to take the premium one, which is very much affordable and you can easily able to have a lot of feature in that. So you can see what you will get in the premium. You can pick any one. Starter, for this one is for single website and this one is for multiple website, in which you will have a lot of extra feature. So you will have up to 10 website you can host, manage Hostinger, like monthly visitor, storage. That's all you will find. You will also get a free domain in the premium plan, which you can use it. You will have a dedicated IPFS. If you want to use WordPress management, you can do that. If you can see the AI hosting builder, you will get that. You will have the security modules. You will have the support. So they will give you incredible support. Like all the project which I have built, the support is absolutely incredible. What are the other things you will get? You can simply compare your plan. So you can pick either single if you are going with this particular project, or you can go with the premium if you want to scale it up and have more visitor. So I'm going to buy the premium feature for this particular project for deploying. So click on this choose plan and you will come back here. So you can create your account. I'll go to select Google for it. Click here and I have to pick my account which I'm going to use for creating. So I'll select this one and just move it in my cart section. So here I can able to find the details about the service which I have picked. It's a premium one and by default it will be selected 48 month. but I want to show you as a demo purpose, so I will go with 1 month, but I would encourage you to pick either for 24 or you can go for 48 month. In that way you will have the maximum discount. So I'll pick 1 month, and here it's going to cost me this. And I want to also get the domain, because currently to get a free domain it's available in 12-month plan. So if you buy the 12-month plan, then you will get a free domain, but it's not available in 1 month. So I'm going to simply buy a domain right from here. So I'll say coders dash projects. So this is the domain name which I'm going to pick. And here you will find that what are the domain name is available, so you can pick from yours end. And I have to find the like cheapest one is going to be this one. It's very cheap and it's going to be valid for 1 year. So finally I have bought the domain. It's valid for 1 year, and I can select the extension I want to use if I want to pick any one, but I'm okay with this, the store one. And this much money I have to pay, so I have to simply click on this continue, and here it's going to redirect me right up here. Finally I'm redirect here in the payment page. So let me quickly make the payment. So I'm buying two things, like first is the hosting premium and the domain, and you can see that I'm paying very minimum. It's just for 1 month I'm buying. So let me continue with the payment. So finally I've done with the payment. After completing payment, I'm redirect here, so you can simply select my business, and you can simply click on next, and it will ask you a couple of things that how you want to create, like migrate a website, grant as a developer to do for me, or you can simply go to this test. Here it will ask you to pick different providers, like you want to use hosting a website builder, or you can do anything. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here and I'm going to open a new tab, because once you do that you can simply come back here to hostinger, or I can simply copy this one to get it to my account. So I'll simply paste here. So make sure come back to the hostinger. We have done with account creation. Now I can simply log into my account straight away. And finally you can see after creating my account, I have successfully logged in, and you can able to find the dashboard. Now I can easily able to see all the details. So if I come back to the domains, there you will find that my portfolio, I can able to see the domain which I have bought. So this is the one which I have bought, and I haven't done the setup. So to do that, I can simply click on this setup, and here it will ask me that how I want to do the setup. I can set the country, which is India. I can set it for personal, or I cannot set it for organization. So you can set it for anything. The setup is going to be exactly the same. So let's select for organization, click on next step, and here you have to fill out all the details about your domain, so it would be registered. So make sure to fill out the details properly. Now I can click on this finish registration, and here you will find that my domain is getting registered based on the detail which I have provided. So that's the first thing you have to do. Go back to your domain and do the proper registration, so you will have a valid domain available which you can use in your project. So here you can see it will complete soon. So the setup is completed. Now I can click on this continue, and I will come back to my dashboard, and here you will find the details. If you go back to the domain, then you will find that the domain verification isn't pending because it's happening, the verification now. Soon it will complete. Now once we're done with that, now you can come back to the website, and here you will find the list of websites. So click here, and right now we don't have any website yet. So what we have to do is we have to simply upload the code we have generated to the setup. So we say start, continue setup, click here, and you will come back here, and here you will ask you that how you want to provide and host the application. So we'll say empty HTML website. So click on this, and from here you have to pick the domain which one you want to use. So this is the domain which we have bought, so I'm going to select this one. I've selected that. Now I can click on this next, and it's going to simply go to the next step, and from here I can select the region of my location. So based on your audience where you are targeting, you have to pick. I will go with India, which is going to cover almost every single portion. So I'll simply select continue, and here the project is initialized. So we are successfully creating the project. Let's wait. Once the project will create successfully, then we can easily able to perform the transaction. And here you will come back to your dashboard. From there you can able to control the entire website. Here you will find all the thing which you have in your control, like hosting plan. You can able to check the performance, you can able to check the analytics, security, email, domain, website files. That's all you will find here. Right now you can see we have selected this domain. That's what we have connected, and currently this domain is not activated. It will take up to 24 hours because just now we have created and bought the domain. And here you will find the details about the domain. So if you click here, and you will have the Details about the domain, the activation, the verification is in the process, the email ID and the price. That's all you will find. If you come back to the DNS name server, from here you can able to configure any DNS which you want to configure. Like you can child name, DNS, that's all you will find. Domain ownership, that's all you can able to check. So come back here. I'll go back to the home, and here we will find all the projects. So I'll go back here, go back to the website list, and I can select the website I have, go back to my dashboard. So I'll come back to my dashboard. This is the hosting, this is the email. So if you want to set the email, you can do that. Now we have to upload our code. So our website is running smoothly. Now to upload the code, all we have to do is to simply click on this file manager, and it will open this particular model, and from here you have to upload our file. So we have to simply click here, go open this particular folder, and we can simply delete this one. It's not that important. Simply delete this one. Now all we have to do is to simply upload our code. So comes one, and now we can simply select all of that, and that's what we have to update. We got all the code right up here. It's successfully uploaded. Now you can come back to the hosting, and you can simply give a quick reload. And finally, our application is live on internet. I've waited for 24 hours to get my domain verified, and every single thing is working fine. You can come back here and you can see all the stats and perform all the transaction right from the dashboard. You can see all the data. Every single thing is looking absolutely fine. So here you will find the stablecoin. You can make the purchase. So if I want to make the purchase using this, I can give my 2 token. I can get 40. Click here and I can perform the transaction. And the transaction is happening, and you can see here we have bought the token, and this will be updated successfully. And here we got the 40 token. You can come back to the your history, and here you will have the referrals, like transaction log, the referrals, that's all is there. So it's a really powerful platform which help you to launch your own ISPL token, and you can able to sell in 3 different payment methods: SOL, USDT and USDC. So I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included in this particular project, and how you can able to launch it, how you can able to do the setup and deploy the contract and set all the variable in the contract. So it's a really powerful platform. Make sure to come back to the blockchain coder and get the final source code if you want to fast your development. Fast your development, get the final source code and launch your application straight away. So that's the only thing I want to cover in this video. I hope every single thing is crystal clear and you have understood all the logic in the contract, and how you have to perform the setup, and how you have to do the setup after deploying the contract, and how you can deploy the contract. So with that, I'm ending this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.